Bitcoin just broke above a 4-month trend line that not a lot of people are talking about. So I'll show you exactly what I'm watching for from BTC, as well as how high I think this market could go over the next week or two. Now, if you guys do enjoy this content, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notifications. All right, so let's take a look at BTC on the daily time frame. So before we get to that trend line, I do want to point out that I think right now a lot of people are looking for shorts, and I understand why, because the market has come into some resistance that we're going to talk about today. However, I'm also going to show you why I think that looking for shorts right now in this market might not be the way to go. All right, so first and foremost, let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, because I think this gives us a really good idea of what's happened here over the past few weeks and why a lot of traders are looking for shorts right now. Okay, so off of this low down here, okay, so this recent 4-hour closing price, if we drag a level across here, you can see that we have a very clear trend line. Now, this is also an ascending channel. Okay, so off of these highs up here, you can see that very clearly we get these lows across support, and we also have several highs across this resistance level, including the one within the last 24 hours. Now, this is why I think a lot of people are looking for short opportunities for Bitcoin right now. Combine this with the fact that the market is obviously in a downtrend for the past few months, and everyone's looking for a continuation of that downtrend. However, I think that, like I said, traders are going to be in trouble if they are looking for short opportunities here, because even though the trend is lower, and even though we've had several of these patterns play out here over the past few weeks, you can see another one back here, and there was a massive channel that developed through this area. All right, so this kind of kicked off the big downtrend, at least this aggressive part of it that we've seen here over the past few months. Now, again, you can see every single time it broke down, we got an aggressive sell-off. So I think a lot of people right now are looking at this and saying, all right, BTC is at resistance, just like it was back here, just like it was back here. So I'm going to try to short this right now. However, here is why I think that those short sellers are going to be in trouble. So if we look at the daily time frame, all right, so going out here to the daily, and I'm in linear view, and that's important here because this trend line only shows up in linear view. But if you look at the last few months, all right, we draw a trend line off of these highs from back here in early April, you can see that there is a very distinct trend line right through here. Okay, so this is what Bitcoin just broke out from. You can see the highs back here. We have a high here, one here, and then this area through here. Okay, so Bitcoin just broke out from this, and you can see if I move in, this candle, okay, this candle was rejected from that level. Now, yesterday closed well above that. So BTC just broke above a 4-month trend line. Now, yes, these can sometimes be fake outs, but until we get a close back below it, this is why I think that short sellers could be in real trouble here. Now, before I explain why else I think that shorts could be in trouble, I do want to mention that if you guys are enjoying this content, be sure to smash that like button and also subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notifications. And furthermore, if you guys do enjoy this content, be sure to visit the description because there's a link in there for a free 7-day trial to Crypto Academy. So you're going to get full access to Crypto Academy. That's the daily newsletter, videos, analysis videos, and also the private Discord where I'm active every day helping members and also posting chart updates and sharing my trades in real time. So you'll get a 7-day free trial, no credit card required. If you love it, you can sign up at the end of it. And if you don't have anything to do. You don't have to worry about it because you won't be charged. All right, so that link is in the description, so be sure to check that out. So let's take a look now at the S&P 500. So this is another reason why I think that those trying to short BTC right now, or really any crypto, are going to get themselves in hot water. So looking at the S&P 500, this is something I've mentioned on Twitter a lot recently, where the market has been trading within this descending channel ever since the highs back here in March. Now, we did get an attempted breakout yesterday on Monday. However, that failed and the S&P 500 closed back below this level. However, look what's happening once again today. The market is taking out Monday's high and it's making another run at 3,900. Okay, so this is going to be the level for the S&P 500 to get above on a daily closing basis in order to really start to rally. Now, this isn't just about the stock market because as we know, Bitcoin does tend to follow stocks, okay, especially the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. So when we look at the S&P, If it does close above 3,900 on a daily closing basis this week, that's going to be the level to flip to new support. All right. And I want to see a very convincing close here. 39.10 won't cut it. I want to see something up here, around 39.30, 39.40, somewhere up here to really give us that convincing close above to flip this level to support. Okay, and then start to push higher. Now, how high could the S&P 500 go? And again, this does affect crypto. This affects BTC, Ethereum, etc. So a close above 3,900, in my opinion, would open up 4,200. Okay, because if we look here on the daily time frame, you can see where this has been a key pivot for this market, and especially on the weekly chart. So moving out here to the weekly, you can see where 4,200 was support back here. We got the close below, and then it became resistance. Okay. Now, furthermore, if we look at the entire range from 2022 so far and drag our fibs from the top to the bottom, you can see where the 50% also comes in right here at 4,200. Okay, so in my opinion, if the S&P 500 can close above 3,900, give us that convincing close above, then hold above that area this week, then we are likely looking at a move up toward 4,200. And from current levels, that would put the S&P 500 up about 7%. Now, Bitcoin tends to outpace the S&P 500 by 2 to 3x. Okay, so a 7% move from the S&P could easily be 10 to 20% higher for Bitcoin. All right, so let's circle back to BTC and talk about where this market could go. Okay, so looking at the 4-hour, you can see that even right now, it's starting to take out this last retest here. So this up here is going to be the level to get above, right around 23,000. And the reason for that is not only the top of this channel, but also looking here at this horizontal area back here, you can see we had some consolidation. Okay, so these highs right through here before we got that second sell-off, and this area intersects right with the top of that channel. Okay, so right around 23,000, that's going to be the level to get above today. Do that, flip that to new support, and look, I really think that at that point we're looking at $25,000 Bitcoin or thereabouts. All right, it's probably going to want to come up here and test the bottom of this candle right here, right before this consolidation. Now, above that, we get a move up here likely to about 28,000. So if I had to pick between these two for an area to look for some weakness for BTC, it would have to be 28,000, because a lot of times when you get a move higher like this, all right, it's not going to test, it's not going to get rejected right here from this low. It's going to come up here and really pressure this area right around 28,000. All right, maybe even break above it, give us a fake out, whatever it might be. But first things first, BTC does have to close above $23,000 this week, flip that to support, and then I think we could be looking at $25,000, potentially $28,000. Now, if we were to see a rotation lower today before that breakout, all right, one area to keep an eye on is going to be this little pivot through here, right around 21,500 or so. Okay, so this has been support during this recent consolidation here. So any rejection from $23,000, this is where I'd be looking. Okay, but again, a close above 23, I think that flips that area to support. Of course, it could be a fake out. We don't know that yet, but I do think that also the S&P 500 is going to be really the one to watch here, because if we do see the S&P 500 rally 7% higher, clear 3,900 up toward 4,200, then I think that is going to help drag the crypto market higher as well. All right, so that's what I'm looking for here. I hope this video helped. Just keep in mind, as I close this out, $23,000 is still resistance. So, not financial advice, but don't go buying Bitcoin right now thinking that it will break out. We don't know that yet. 23,000 is still resistance, and 21,500 is still support, because right now we're just getting a lot of sideways price action here. However, if BTC does clear 23,000 and can hold above that on a daily closing basis, then like I said, I do think 25,000, potentially $28,000 Bitcoin could be next. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the content, and if you did, be sure to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon for notifications, and don't forget to check out that link in the description for your 7-day free trial to Crypto Academy. All right, I will talk to you all again tomorrow.